Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا من أموالهم صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Answers to your Fiqhi question, the question I get every week. So inshallah I will mention those questions as well. And with that we'll give you inshallah a short Quran reminder as well. First question is, once talaq has been given and iddah has been completed, after that just giving written or verbal talaq counts. Talaq has been given, iddah has been completed as well. Husband never took his wife back within iddah, so now basically their relationship is gone, finished. So they both are strangers for each other. Woman can go marry whoever she wants to, and man can go and whoever he wants to marry. Now after that, once iddah is finished, after the husband gave 2 more divorces, now she's asking that those 2 divorces, do they count? Remember, within iddah, you are the wife of husband. That's the reason you cannot go and marry anyone, because you are still wife of that husband. That's why the reason you are spending your iddah in his house. Now in iddah time, if husband gives more divorces, 1 he's already given, 2nd or 3rd, the divorce will take place, either written or verbal. But as soon iddah finishes, after that, because you are not husband and wife anymore, if husband has given 1 divorce before, after iddah, no matter how many divorces he gives, the divorce won't take place. After iddah, even though he says, I'll give you divorce, talaq, even 10 times, the divorce won't take place. Why? Because to divorce to take place, you have to be in the nikah. Then divorce will take place. Is that okay? To break your namaz, you have to be in namaz. To break your fast, you must start your fast. To give talaq, you must be in nikah. If she is not in nikah, after that, no matter how many divorces are given, the divorce won't take place. Only 1 divorce has taken place, and the relationship is still of course broken, and then you can go back to your husband anyway. Reason why? Because you still have 2 divorces left. So you can go back to your husband. You have to redo the nikah, mahar, 2 witnesses have to be there, and then husband can take you back, of course, with the nikah, and then husband will have 2 divorces left. Why? Because he has already used 1 divorce. Next question. مشايخنا أحسن الله عليكم هل يجوز للإمام خطيب الجمعة أن يؤذن لخطبته أي الأذان الثاني يعني يؤذن ثم يصعد المنبر ويخطب ويقيم الصلاة. The question is, the brother is asking that is it هل يجوز للإمام خطيب الجمعة, that is it jaiz for khatib, for imam of the Jummah, to أن يؤذن لخطبته, that just before khutbah, if no one is here to give azan, and can imam sab give azan, and then he says يعني يؤذن ثم يصعد المنبر, he gives azan, then after that he stands on minbar and give khutbah, and then he's the one who's giving azan, he's the one who's giving khutbah, ثم يقيم الصلاة, and he's the one who's doing the azan and namaz as well. هذا جائز. جائز للإمام that أن يؤذن ويخطب ويقيم الصلاة. كل أفعال جائز للإمام. So for imam, it is total jais that if no one is here, then he can stand, give azan, he can give khutbah, and then he can do namaz as well. So basically, if you are doing Jummah in college, uni, you already, let's say 3 to 4 boys are there, because for Jummah, it has to be at least 4 adult males for Jummah to take place, because Jummah is not further upon female. Jummah is only further upon male, Muslim and adult. And for Jummah it has to be 3 males other than Imam. So 4 adult Muslim males have to be there, then Jummah will take place. So you are there in a college or uni or somewhere, and you want to do Jummah, and you are the only one who knows how to read namaz and khutbah and azan, then you can do all 3 things by yourself. Islam Imam Sahib. I got married few years ago. I tried my best that my marriage works, but day by day it's getting difficult. I want to come out from this relationship. Basically, I want divorce. But my father is forcing me to stay with my husband because of the family respect. What Islam says about this issue. Let me give you first hadith. Once a woman came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and she said, Ya Rasulullah, the person I've been married to, he cares about me, he loves me, he's fulfilling all my nafta, everything, he's giving me shelter, clothes, everything. I don't like that husband. And the words in hadith are that when I see him, I feel like spitting on his face. This is how much I hate him. What is the ruling? What Islam says now? Because psychologically, mentally, I'm going through all the trauma, anxiety, and I'm living with them. I don't want to live with. What shall I do? Rasulullah said you can break your relationship. Rasulullah broke the nikah. Why? Because why you want to punish that woman? He is providing everything, but why are you punishing that woman? Oh, man does not want to live with that woman. Then of course, look, first thing is that go and work out on your relationship. And she said, it's been years I've been working out. It's not like I never worked out. I've been doing everything so we can live together. But it's just not working out. Now tell me why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala left talaq there. Even though Rasulullah says, out of all the halal things, the most hated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talaq. Allah hates talaq the most. But Allah is the one who put the talaq there. Allah is the one who put talaq there, isn't it? Whenever a couple comes to me, I always give them this example that there is a room, you both are inside the room, fire goes on, there is fire in that room, try to put the fire off. If you can, alhamdulillah, if you cannot, then open the door, which is door there, and nicely, with good terms, leave and then let the room burn, but at least you are not burning. You go out, both of you. Same goes with the marriage relationship as well. There is a fire in your relationship. There is heat in your relationship, and you cannot put the fire off. You cannot do anything, and you've been doing it. You've been using every, let's say you're going to people asking for, you're using your family as well, asking your father, mother, or imams, but it's not, nothing is happening. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who left the door there. And He says nicely, with good terms, He says in Quran, with good terms, open the door and both of you leave. For here, what she's saying, my father is not letting us leave that room. He says, no, you have to stay together. Why? Because my family respect. I ask all these fathers, and because this question, I tell you, is normally happening in our culture. I would say culture. It's not Islam. Again, never say, youth, I'm talking to you, never blame Islam. You want to blame someone, blame your father. You want to blame someone, blame your mom. But she's forcing you to do that. Islam is not saying that. I gave you hadith. I gave you Quran. Quran is saying, that's the door, nicely leave. Rasulullah said, nicely leave. Try your best, live together. You can't, just leave. Now your father is not letting you leave. That is his fault. Now I'm talking directly to the father. On the day of judgment, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be there, and then your daughter comes forward, and she is not fulfilling any rights of husband, and she will be asked by Allah and Rasul, how come you was not doing it? And then she says, Ya Allah, Ya Rasulullah, that I was not happy with him because I did not feel like looking at him. And then Allah will ask her, didn't you go to anyone? Didn't you go to Imam? Because I told you, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. If you don't know and go and ask Imams or your father or someone, go to them. She said, I did go to father. Why? Okay, you move on the side, father comes forward. Now tell me, you are ar-rijalu qawwamun, the ayat I read at the start. Alan nisa. I made you the maintainer of the house. Tell us, what did you do? Tell us, what did you do? Did you make both of them sit down and talk to them? And then if you had reconciled everything and that's fine, they can live together. But if they're not working out, what your Rasul said to you and what your Quran said to you, that your family comes first or your Allah comes first? Your family respect comes first or the Sharia respect comes first? So you making them do all these sins all their life that are not sin, does not just fall upon them, sin fall upon you too. Why? Because you are the one who forced them to live together. So this is my request and advice towards all the fathers and parents. Try to make them sit down. Try to bring them to those people who are professional in this job. Then they can do something maybe. And if things are not working out, then that is fine. Your Sharia is saying to you that they can be separated. They can go their own ways and marry whoever they want to. But if you don't do that, then remember the day of judgment is coming when you will be standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your relatives won't come to you to save you. बचपन में हम पाकिस्तान में सुना करते थे, गजल थी, बचपन में कभी सुना करते थे, अब नहीं सुनते हैं। तो ये ना कहना माम साहब गाने सुनते हैं। So I'm not saying that we listen songs now. In Pakistan when I was, then that time we used to listen to this song. And amazing messages in this. It's not song, it's a ghazal. Beautiful. Amazing message. दुनिया कब चुप रहती है, कहने दे जो कहती है, ना कर दुनिया की बात सनम, कहीं बीत ना जाए रात सनम. Don't talk about दुनिया too much because they will never go quiet. दुनिया कब चुप रहती है, कहने दे जो कहती है, ना कर दुनिया की बात सनम. Do not talk about world. Do not talk about दुनिया, कहीं बीत ना जाए रात सनम. Now here the poet is giving the resemblance of night with lifespan, with lifetime. They will never stop talking. They will always be talking about either your job or your wife or your children or the way you act, the way you dress, the way your Islam is or your Islam is not, or your children going to college now, your children going to... They will never stop talking. Forget thinking about dunya, think about your akhirah. Think about you going to answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't think about your family respect. Think about what your respect will be on the day of judgment when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be there. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be there. Never mind anyone's respect. Think about your daughter. Subhanallah, she is going through trauma. Like your daughter is going through all that stress. Your daughter is going through all that trauma, all the anxiety. And she's taking medication, taking medicines of depression. And you want your respect there. But your daughter goes through all that heat and all that trauma and all that anxiety, and tomorrow she takes her life, then what? Who will be responsible? You will be the one who is responsible. She will be responsible for her actions. You will be responsible of that person's action as well, because you are the one, you pushed her to that point, then she had to do that. My question is, are the 6 kalimas we are taught at a young age is a Pakistani thing or does it exist? So 6 kalimas, you know, 6 kalimas in every madrasa, they teach you like kalma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, all those kalmas. It's first kalma, of course, is shahada. The first kalma is basically la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That's the first kalima. Second kalma is shahada, that you read to become Muslim. That is there, of course. Third kalma is there as well, because you read the third kalima in namaz, salat tasbih kehte hain, salat tasbih. 4th, 5th, 6th, the bits are different ahadith and Quran, but it's not like the whole 4th, 5th and 6th kalma is written somewhere, it came in hadith or it came in Quran. No, they're not. That is the reason I'm even trying as well to finish those 3 kalmas, but teachers don't let me. Just Taji, come on. Parents, they come, they want them to read this kalma. Parents get so happy that they know 6 kalma. But I always say, as soon they're going to leave masjid, what is the first thing they will forget? Kalmas. Why? You're never going to practice. They're gone. And where are you going to read those 6 kalma? In namaz? No. Azan? No. Janaza? No. Anywhere, tell me one place where you're going to read those 6 kalma. No one. Nowhere. Even though never mind 6 kalma, people phone me, Imam Sahab, my friend wants to become Muslim, give him time. I'm like, don't you know 2nd kalma? Yo, what kind of Muslim are you? Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. You don't even know that kalma? Are you really Muslim? 50 years old people phone me, 40 years old people phone me, 20 years old boys phone me for uni. My friend wants to become Muslim, can you make him Muslim? I said, just use your brain, go on Google, write down 2nd kalima, shahada, it will come up, read it to him, give him translation, he's Muslim. Like, they don't even know 2nd kalima, never mind 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. SubhanAllah, so it's just a Pakistani thing you can say, yeah, the bits are everywhere, like whatever the kalma is, because I read those kalmas. I want to make those kalmas part of our syllabus, but with the translation make up one topic. But kalmas are there, we are still making our children to memorize it. Next, I just watched a video where a person questioned if it is sunnah to give azan in baby's ear. The person replied back that it is not a sunnah. So giving azan, that person is saying giving azan is not sunnah. And the hadith which he says that Prophet gave azan, it is weak and not authentic. What Islam says about this? Now let me give you hadith. An Abi Rafin qala ra'aytu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam azana fi uzun al-Hasani. Rasulullah gave azan uzun al-Hasani in Hasan radiyallahu ta'ala, who is the son of Hazrat Fatima Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala, grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In his ear, hina waladathu, the time when he was born. Let me give you, it is authentic hadith or no. 175, book number 3, page 175. Al-Muhaddith Tirmidhi Sharif. Allah Hukm al-Muhaddith. Now look at the authenticity of this hadith. Hasanun sahihun, not just hasanun, la faqat hasanun, la faqat sahihun, hada hasanun wa sahihun. This hadith is hasan and sahih, double authentic hadith. So, and fi sunan at-Tirmidhi, is it Tirmidhi Sharif. So giving azan in the ear of child when they are born, it is sunnah of Rasulullah and it is authentic hadith. So whenever you listen to these are kind of new things, always come and confirm. The people nowadays, they want to give you new things, because in Arabic it is a phrase, kullu jadidin ladhidun. Every new thing tastes very nice, it looks tasteful. Oh, something new came to me, something new, Imam Sabi heard. Come to us, tell us, and then we'll tell you it is right or is it wrong. Next one is, quick question, can you do qaza or other namaz between Asr and Maghrib? For example, after reading Asr, you want to do qaza of Isha. So his question is that, can we read qaza namaz between Asr and Maghrib? Once I've read Asr namaz, now I have time till Maghrib namaz. Can I read my qaza namaz, my previous namaz, those are missed? Now remember, there are only 3 times in all day, 24 hours, which are makruh times. Makruh tahrimi, next to haram. You cannot read any namaz which has got sajda in it. Any namaz which has got sajda in it. Same goes with the tilawat Quran as well, the tilawat sajda. When you're reading Quran and the tilawat sajda comes, you have to make sajda. Ulama din say, if you read tilawat, if you read the ayat, that's fine, but don't do sajda at that time. Do sajda some other time, because you can delay. Now, so which are those 3 times? One is 20 minutes before Maghrib. So let's say, for example, 7 o'clock is Maghrib, then 20 to 7, stop reading any namaz which has got sajda in it. No namaz at all, other than one namaz, Asr namaz of that day. No namaz, but Asr namaz of that day you have to read. Even though scholars get really angry in books, they said, why did you delay so much? Because naqis waqt, it's not kamil waqt, naqis waqt, but namaz will be accepted though. So read before the 20 minutes before Maghrib, whatever you want to read. Now, second one is at the time of sunrise. So as soon sunrise happens, like let's say 8 a.m. is sunrise, for example, 8 a.m. is sunrise, then 8 a.m. till 20 past 8, you cannot read no namaz which has got sajda in it. No sajda namaz you cannot read. Third is zawal time. Zawal is the daytime. It's not 12 p.m. People say 12, no, not 12. It's always different timings. Sometimes it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes, 30, 35, 40 minutes, the zawal time stays. And it starts before Zohar time and finishes all the way till Zohar time. As soon Zohar starts, zawal time finishes, right? So zawal time starts before Zohar time, depending on timing, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it says on a timetable as well. Every masjid timetable says underneath the timetable, zawal time starts from this time and stays all the way till Zohar time. These are the 3 times you cannot read no namaz which has got sajda in it. Now he is asking, after Asr namaz till Maghrib, can I read my qaza namaz? Yes, of course you can read your qaza namaz, but up to what time? When the 20 minutes left from Maghrib to start, you cannot read no qaza namaz now after that. Same goes for Fajr time as well. Before sunrise, you can read whatever you want to. As soon as sunrise happens, till 20 past 8, you cannot read anything. Then after that, you can read whatever you want. And then again, the third time is zawal time. He got mixed up with other 2 timings. Now let me give you another one. Now stay with me. The nafil namaz, which is optional, they have got other 2 more timings which you cannot read. So 3 these times, which are haram, you cannot read. The other 2 more times in which you cannot read to nafil namaz, which is between Asr to Maghrib. So as soon you have read Asr fard namaz, not starting time, Asr namaz started, but you have not read your Asr fard namaz, you can read your nafil namaz until you read your Asr for fard namaz. So once you have read Asr for fard, after that you cannot read no nafil namaz until its Maghrib happens. Second one is, as soon Fajr starts, let's say 5 a.m. Fajr is starting, as soon Fajr starts, you cannot read no nafil namaz other than the 2 sunnah of Fajr namaz. You cannot read no nafil namaz. So these are the 2 timings where you cannot read no nafil namaz. So 5 times for nafil namaz, 3 times for qaza namaz. So he probably got mixed up with Asr to Maghrib. It's actually nafil you cannot read. He got mixed up with qaza namaz. So hope you understood. If you didn't, then I will put the video there, inshallah, and you can watch. If I take another one, then I think it will take all my time, because the next one is very interesting mas'ala. Again, it's about marriage and all that, and I want to talk about this. It's basically, let me give you the question, but I'll give you answer next week from Quran, Hadith, inshallah, and I'll make you understand. Don't blame Islam. Blame your father, blame your sister, blame your mother who's saying to you things about Islam, telling you things about Islam. Blame your husband who gave you divorce. Don't blame Islam. Why Islam put me in this position? Allah did not come down to put you in this position. Your father gave you BMW 2023, brand new. He's the one bought it for you, right? He doesn't want to take it back. He doesn't want to take it back. He puts some conditions there, so he doesn't take it back. He says, before 9 p.m. you should be home. That's one condition you can keep BMW. Before 9 p.m. you should be home. Make sure these places, don't take car there. Make sure don't go to this person's house, that person's house. Make sure I don't want you to hang around with these companies. If those companies come in your car, if you do break any one of these rules, I will take the car back. Now, your father gave you these conditions to take the car back, or do you keep the car? He gave you these conditions, so you keep the car. Now, you are the one who's breaking conditions. Now you're blaming your father. My father took the car back. Of course, he's going to take the car back because he set some rules. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set some rules. That if you do this, then to compensate, you have to do this. You broke fast. Yeah, the compensation is you have to go and do 60 fast. Compensation. If you did not break your fast, why you have to do 60 fast? Right? So, question is, my husband who gave me divorce, he is possessed with jinns. The jinn speaks while doing ruqyah, and I'm affected with sihr as well. So, I've got jadoo on me, sihr. He got jadoo on him. So, whenever he gives me divorce, only jinn is speaking. No one else is speaking. And I will tell you, inshallah, jinn speaking or your husband is speaking. Whenever you give a divorce, a jinn comes in, and whenever he's talking nicely, I love you, I'm missing you, then jinn is not speaking. You should be kicking him out. Why are you saying jinn? Why are you saying you're missing me? Or jinn, why are you saying you love me? Now husband is speaking. When husband gave divorce, now jinn is speaking. Subhanallah. And then blaming Islam. Why I have to do? Halala. Chalo, inshallah, next week we'll talk about all this. Very interesting question. Jazakallah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the free to understand our deen and truly grasp the knowledge of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.